Imagine entire civilizations, thriving for centuries, then vanishing without a trace. What secrets did they hold? Join us as we pull back the curtain on long-lost empires, revealing enigmatic mysteries and profound legacies that have been preserved through the ages, hidden from modern knowledge. Have you ever stood in an ancient ruin and felt a whisper from the past? A sense of a world so vast, so advanced, that its disappearance seems almost impossible. Today, we're not just looking at ruins. We're pulling back the veil on forgotten civilizations, journeying into worlds that vanished, leaving behind riddles that still echo through the ages. Imagine a city, not of stone, but of earth. Welcome to Cahokia, near modern-day St. Louis. 1,000 years ago, this was the largest city north of Mexico, a sprawling metropolis with a population rivaling London at the time. Its people, the Mississippians, built enormous earthen mounds, towering pyramids that required moving millions of cubic feet of soil by hand. The grandest, Monk's Mound, is larger at its base than the Great Pyramid of Giza. It was the heart of a complex society, a hub of trade, politics, and celestial observation. They had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, aligning their city and mounds with solar and lunar events. Yet, by 1350 AD, Cahokia was empty. Gone. Why did this vibrant civilization suddenly abandon its capital? Was it climate change, resource depletion, social upheaval, or something we haven't even considered? The silent mounds hold their secrets tight, a monumental question mark on the American landscape. Now, let's journey across the world to the sun-scorched deserts of Turkmenistan. Hidden beneath the sands lies the ghost of the Oxus civilization, also known as the Bactria Margiana Archaeological Complex, or BMAC. Discovered only in the late 20th century, this Bronze Age culture flourished over 4,000 years ago. They were not nomads. They were master architects and engineers. They built monumental fortresses with imposing walls and gates, irrigated vast tracts of desert to grow crops, and had a rich, artistic tradition. Their artisans crafted intricate seals, delicate statuettes, and sophisticated metalwork. What's truly baffling is their complete lack of a known writing system. How did they organize the construction of such massive, complex structures without written records? How did they manage a vast irrigation network and a complex social hierarchy? The BMAC people were a major player in the ancient world, trading with Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. Yet they vanished from history without leaving a single word behind. A literate civilization that chose silence. From the desert, we sail to the Mediterranean, to a story shrouded in myth. The Minoans, flourishing on the island of Crete around 3000 BC. They were Europe's first great civilization. They weren't warriors. They were artists, sailors, and traders. Their palaces, like the legendary one at Oxus, were not grim fortresses, but vibrant, sprawling complexes with stunning frescoes depicting dolphins, bull-leapers, and elegant processions. They had advanced plumbing, beautiful pottery, and a mysterious writing system called lineae, which remains undeciphered to this day. What secrets are locked away in those symbols? The Minoan civilization was vibrant, peaceful, and prosperous. Then, around 1450 BC, catastrophe struck. A massive volcanic eruption on the nearby island of Ternau. Santorini unleashed a cataclysmic tsunami and ash clouds. Was this the event that wiped them out? Or did mainland invaders take advantage of the chaos? The fall of the Minoans was so sudden and complete that many believe it inspired Plato's story of Atlantis, a magnificent island empire swallowed by the sea. Let's travel further east, to the dense jungles of Cambodia, where a civilization of staggering scale once thrived. We all know Angkor Wat, but it was just the capital of the vast Khmer Empire. Using groundbreaking LiDAR technology, which is like a laser-based radar that can see through the forest canopy, archaeologists have recently uncovered the true extent of this lost world. It wasn't just a collection of temples, it was a colossal urban sprawl, the largest pre-industrial city in the world, home to nearly 1 million people. The Khmer were masters of water management, creating a sophisticated network of canals, reservoirs, and embankments that stretched for hundreds of miles. This hydraulic city allowed them to control the monsoon rains, support multiple rice harvests a year, and sustain their massive population. But this very system may have been their undoing. Some theories suggest that a period of intense drought, followed by torrential monsoons, overwhelmed their intricate water network, leading to a cascade of system failures, crop loss, and eventual collapse. The jungle reclaimed the city, hiding the evidence of a civilization that had literally engineered its own landscape. Now, let's consider a civilization whose legacy is written not in stone, but in the earth itself. In the Amazon rainforest, long believed to be a pristine wilderness untouched by human hands, we are discovering the traces of vast, complex societies. Before the arrival of Europeans, millions of people lived here. They didn't build with stone, but they transformed the very soil. They created terra preta, or Amazonian dark earth, a remarkably fertile soil made by adding charcoal, pottery shards, and organic waste. This man-made soil allowed for large-scale agriculture in an otherwise nutrient-poor environment. They built causeways, canals, and raised fields, forming intricate networks of settlements. These weren't small, scattered tribes. They were large, organized populations that managed the forest as a kind of giant garden. Their world was shattered by diseases brought by European explorers, wiping out up to 90% of the population. Their societies collapsed so quickly that the forest grew back over their works, erasing them from memory and creating the myth of a virgin wilderness. We are just now realizing that the Amazon itself is a cultural artifact, a living monument to a forgotten civilization. These stories are more than just historical curiosities. They are cautionary tales and sources of inspiration. The Mississippians of Cahokia remind us of the fragility of even the most powerful societies. The Oxus people challenge our very definition of what makes a civilization advanced. The Minoans show us that a culture-esque collapse can become the seed of a powerful myth that endures for millennia. The Khmer Empire reveals how the very ingenuity that builds an empire can also contain the seeds of its destruction. And the people of the Amazon show us that a civilization's legacy can be alive, growing, and all around us. Even when we don't see it, each new discovery, each deciphered text, each ruin uncovered by shifting sands or jungle vines, adds another piece to the grand puzzle of human history. It forces us to ask profound questions. What does it mean to be a civilization? What leads to greatness? And what leads to ruin? And what forgotten lessons from our ancestors might we need to remember today as we build our own global civilization? The past isn't dead. It's not even past. It's a vast, unexplored territory, full of sleeping empires and silent cities, waiting for us to listen to their stories. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through time. The world is full of mysteries, and we've only scratched the surface. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more adventures into the unknown. Let me know in the comments which forgotten civilization fascinates you the most. Until next time, keep exploring.